Well, hi there pluckers, Ivor Sawfingers again with you with something slightly different today. It's not a guitar lesson, it's an information video. Okay, so it's all about the track I put up recently, the lesson Apache from the Shadows, okay, where basically I recorded the rhythm track separately and then played against that to put the lead part on it, okay. And I used a looper pedal to record the rhythm track, and having done that I've had quite a few requests from people asking me how I did it. Okay, so this is a sort of a combined how I did it with what I was using type video. Okay, so this is a fairly new recent purchase for myself, a looper pedal. I've only bought it a couple of weeks ago, and this is the first time I've really used it in anger. Okay, so this is the little beast I bought. Okay, it's made by a company called Lekato, L-E-K-A-T-O, and I can see it's quite small, very small in fact. And the first thing to note is it's so small that it's not battery operated. You have to have a mains adapter, okay, which obviously plugs into the socket here, and it's a 9-volt power adapter, and the center pin is negative. Okay, just so you know, it doesn't take batteries. Okay, so there are many of these looper pedals, different brands, different features. Some have got drums built in and all sorts. Okay, so this is what I would call a relatively inexpensive device, the one I've got. I bought it from Amazon, and there are I think two versions of this particular model. There's one that's got 3 patches that you can put different loops on, and this one has got 9. So you've got 9 different patches that you can put a different loop on each one. Okay, and also it's got a built-in tuner, believe it or not. So I went for this one. So this was about £45 UK money, okay, pounds. So very simple, nice heavy metal box, very sturdy, nice and chunky weight-wise. You know, it feels like you could drop it and it's not going to do any damage to itself. Might damage your foot, but anyway, very simple controls. It's just got a foot switch here which controls starting recording, finishing recording, when to play back, deleting recordings, overdubs, etc. Okay, a volume knob which just obviously controls the level that it puts out, the volume that is coming out of the unit. 2 buttons here. If you press both buttons at the same time, it turns into a tuner. And you've got a display here with the usual name of the string on, with the little red dots either side saying you're flat or sharp, and you just tune till you get a blue light in the middle, sort of thing. That's the usual thing. Yeah, quite a good tuner, quite accurate, works quite nice. Works with bass guitars, normal guitars, acoustic, electric, whatever. Got your 2 jack sockets, one on either side, obviously usual thing for a pedal. Guitar in one side, amplifier out on the other side. Okay, so like I say, the other thing it's got on it is a small USB socket on the side here, which is quite useful if you make a loop on this device. The first thing to note is if you unpower it, it remembers the loop. You don't lose the loop or any other loops in there. Whatever's in here stays recorded even if you unpower it. Okay, so you're pretty safe there. But if you, it comes with a USB socket lead. If you plug it into a laptop, if you've got a loop on it, you can actually upload the loop to your laptop as a WAV file. Okay, so you could you mess around with it in some sort of audio editor or whatever, send it to people, email it to people, whatever. Okay, and obviously the other way around, if you've got WAV files for a backing track or drum track or something on your laptop, you can download it into here. It will then, the looper will play it into an, if you've got an amplifier, I've got a very small acoustic guitar amplifier, bedroom type size, okay, and if you connect out lead to that, you can play whatever's in the looper through the amplifier. So if you've got a backing track on your laptop, you could download it into one of the 9 loop positions on this device and then play the loop, drum track, backing track, whatever, into your amplifier, play against it, and if you wanted to, you could actually record what you're playing on top of the backing track. Okay, so basically you've got 40 minutes on this particular one, you've got 40 minutes of recording maximum, which is quite a long time, okay, and you've got 9 individual places you can store things on, and you're limited to 10 minutes maximum on any one particular patch, okay, which is still plenty, you know. Unlimited dubs, overdubs, so if you record something on a patch, say the rhythm track, you can then go back and record yourself again on top of the rhythm track as an overdub, like a lead part or a lead break or whatever, and then you could then overdub another. So if you've got another 12-string guitar or something you want to add, or a bass guitar, you could add that. You've got unlimited overdubs on any of the 9 loops. You can also record a loop and then another loop, and you can get it to play back from one loop to the next loop and go round and round and round. So if you've got a verse loop and you've got a chorus loop, and so you could have a verse loop on patch 1, chorus loop on patch 2, you can get it to play one loop after the other and go round and round, right? There's quite lots of options, and the control button is this foot switch, controls everything, okay, when to start, when to stop. The selection of the actual patches is done on these little mini buttons. You know, you get a number, patch 1, you press the button, up button to go to patch 2, etc. So that's also that, and the tuner is controlled by these buttons. So there you have it. So that's the basic gist of what this thing does, okay. So what I did for my individual, you know, what I just done on Apache was I basically had an original version of the Shadows Apache track on my laptop, just a normal recording, you know, and I played that on my laptop, plugged my guitar into the looper and set it recording, and I played just the rhythm track against the Shadows original recording. So I played that and I played with it, so I got the right tempo. So I played the whole Apache track as per the Shadows, and I played against it to record the rhythm track on the actual looper, right? Having got a recording that I was happy with, I then obviously the looper goes out to my little small acoustic amp. I then set up my camera, which I normally use to record my lessons on, which has a stereo built-in microphone on the top of it, okay, so just a very basic setup, no special mics or anything, just the camera and the inbuilt mic on the camera. Set off the looper to play the rhythm track that I'd recorded for the Apache, and then played my acoustic guitar playing the lead bit, okay, the lead line, and then basically just set the volume of the amplifier so that it wasn't going to drown out my lead bit when I was playing. So basically set the camera going, record a bit, think, oh no, the sort of rhythm track's a bit loud or a bit quiet, just get, you know, so you get the balance between the rhythm track through the looper going through the amplifier, and with the acoustic sound of the amp, acoustic sound of the guitar playing the lead line. Okay, so once you've got the balance right, I just set it off and did the whole recording which you've heard that's on YouTube. Okay, so that's it. Well, the other thing I didn't tell you is if you're using the USB cable into your laptop, that also powers the looper pedal. You don't need to use the mains adapter if you're plugged into the actual laptop. That powers it as well, so it's quite nice. You don't have to have the power supply plugged in if you're plugged into the laptop. Okay, so there we have it, boys and girls. Obviously a very useful device if you're practicing. You could, if you've got backing tracks, you could load them onto this and play against the backing track, or record your own rhythm and play your own lead bits against it to practice playing the lead solos or whatever. Or you could just record and make your own recording. You could put down a rhythm track, then add a lead track, then plug the guitar and add that, and then put maybe a 12 string, or even if you play keyboards, you could put keyboards in on top or underneath, you know, put that on first, whatever. Okay, and build your own recording, basically your own mini recording studio, and when you're finished you've got a multi-track recording. Amazing little device, you know, when you think what you used to have to do to record, you know, various instruments onto one track, you know, bounce tracks like tape recorder, you have to bounce tracks about and stuff, but it's all in very good quality audio. You know, it's high quality audio as well. You don't lose any quality when you overdub. It's still the same quality. Okay. So anyway, so there it is, a relatively inexpensive item, but I say it's only one of many that are online for sale, and some have got drums built in and all sorts. So the choice is infinite. So thanks very much for watching, listening. I hope that was informative, and I'll see you in another lesson. Thanks very much. Bye for now.